everyone, welcome to a new video, and today we're going to be making Plod the Triceratops, and I'm going to be using my scrap yarn. This is the basket that I've pulled out. As you can see, there's lots of random colours and stuff. This is going to be the main colour, and this is Pale Rose by Stylecraft, and I really love this colour. But this is what I've been working on at the moment. These are just the odd ones that you just need like one of in the pattern, and a few of the face ones as well, as you can see. And yeah, but I've got these ones that need to be wound up because they're on a bit of cardboard for some reason. I'm not really sure why that just broke off randomly. But yeah, I'm just going to wind these up so I can actually use them, because you'll probably see in a minute, but the cardboard flaps, the cardboard flaps all around, and I can't really crochet with that happening. So yeah, I'm just gonna wind these up. So after winding those up, I got to work, and here's the progress so far. I've just made a few more, and I decided to take some of the colours out, like the greens and grey, just because I didn't think they went very well. But this is one of the legs that I've attached, and it's looking pretty good. But I'm just working on another leg at the moment. So I thought I'd give you a quick update just before I go to bed, because I got work in the morning. But today, day one of working on this, I actually finished 20 of they're not squares, but I'm just going to say squares. I finished 20 of them out of 50. So I've got 30 left, and I have made the 4 feet, the 2 bigger ones, which you just need one of, so I've just made them. And then I've made the face ones there in my main colour, which I'm really glad I picked this because it's gorgeous. As you can see on the feet, it looks really nice. But yeah, so I also decided to take away some of the colours that were in here. I took out the greens, I think, and a blue. I think there was another yellow in here as well, which I think was too bright. So I've kind of got just pinks, purple, grey, yellow and blue, just to mix it up. And I think they work really, really well, all these colours. Because I wanted it to match my room. Yeah, blue, yellow, pink, pretty much. So I kind of wanted this to match, because obviously it'll be sitting next to me on my bed. But yeah, that is the progress update. So yeah, hopefully I can make some more squares tomorrow, and maybe start attaching stuff, like more things. I was gonna just make these as I go and just attach as I go as well, but I think I might just make the rest so I can just attach it all at the same time. But yeah, I am glad I've got all the face ones and the odd ones out of the way. So yeah, I just need to make more of these ones. But yeah, I'll link down the pattern below if you'd like to follow. So I actually forgot to film any of the progress of me actually working on this today. I just kind of forgot, but I basically finished the rest of the hexagons, so all the squares are done, and I also made the little horns that go on the front, so I made those as well. I attached the first row round the belly that I finished yesterday, and I've also added one of them for the tail as well. So this is the front, and then side, back, and then this is going to be the tail. But yeah, this is what we've got at the moment, and yeah, hopefully I can get more done tomorrow. But I am glad that I've got all the bits pretty much done, even this, just so that I can just piece together stuff now. As you saw in the last clip, I had finished the body, and here's what it's looking at the moment, but I'm just starting to stuff it. So I've started with the legs and the tail, but I've got a bag of yarn scraps here that I want to use up. So I was thinking of just shoving this in the dinosaur, like as much as I can, because I've got this full bag, and then also some of this. So I was thinking maybe I should just stuff it with this as well as the polyfill, just so I can use up some of these scraps, because then it's kind of like a scrap project really, because then I'm using up all of these as well as the other scraps. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of shove this in there. I am using polyfill as well, don't worry, just to give it a better shape. I just thought I'd update you, and just, yeah, I've got a failed capybara here, which I'm going to shove in here because I don't want to look at that anymore. That was a real fail, because I was trying to make it for my mum, but it just didn't work. So I'm going to add a bit of this stuffing as well, just to help bulk it up a bit and kind of make it round. See, that's coming on quite well. Yeah, so this is going to be the head over here, and for the head I'm just going to use just normal stuffing. I'm not going to add any scraps in that because I want it shaped nicely. Because yeah, but I'm hoping I can use most of these scraps and just use them up in this project, because that's what I was going to do anyway. Like when I was like, oh, I'm going to make a dinosaur, I'm going to use up these scraps to stuff it, just so I can use some of it up. Literally the last bits of my bag of scrap yarn, I've used that whole bag of scraps. I mean, there's little bits dotted around on my legs now, but this is what it's looking like. I think it's pretty stuffed evenly. Yeah, that seems quite even, I think. So it's just the face to do, finish off the tail, add the frill thing, add the horns and the eyes, and then it's done. I'm a bit worried though, because this is all I have left of this main colour yarn. This was a full ball when I started, and this is all I have left, and I've got to sew up the face and finish the tail with this, so I'm a bit worried. But yeah, we'll see if I run out. Ooh, that's gonna look so cute. I can't wait. Alright, so I'm gonna carry on with this. Hopefully I don't run out, hopefully this is enough, but yeah, I'm gonna be playing a game of yarn chicken, which will be fun. But yeah, at least I've got all the last parts that I need, so that's good. But yeah, I'm really glad that I could put all those scraps in here, because now I don't have any little scraps. That was literally all of it, all that I had since I had started crocheting, which was a year ago. So yeah, So I've run into a bit of a problem. I just lost yarn chicken while trying to attach this pentagon. As you can see, I have run out, and literally all I need to do is finish attaching this pentagon, and then there's 2 more that go on there. And I was going to go out and get some yarn, some of this colour, but I feel like it's a bit pointless if I've just got to finish this up and then just attach 2 more. It feels a bit pointless having to go out to the shop getting a whole skein just to finish the face off. But what I was thinking of doing is, because I've made the horns, I think I'm just gonna undo these, and I think I'm gonna just make them in a different colour. That might look a bit weird, I'm not really sure what colour yet, but maybe like a dark purple or pink, I'm not really sure. But there is quite a bit of yarn here, so I think I'm just gonna use this. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. I don't want to go out and get a whole skein just to finish sewing up the face, because the rest of it is done because I did this already. So yeah, I'm just gonna undo these horns. I didn't really want to have to redo them, but it looks like I'm gonna have to, but they're pretty fast to make anyway, so I'm not bothered about that. But yeah, can't believe I lost yarn chicken. I really thought I had enough there, but apparently not. Hey everyone, so I've been working on this most of the day, and look, I finished him. But oh my god, so cute. I mean, it's a bit off on the front, and I said I ran out of the pink and I decided to do grey horns instead. But look, so cute. Here's a little close-up. But yeah, I can't believe I finished this. I only started it like last week. But yeah, all finished. And I'm so glad I actually decided to put the yarn scraps in the body, because now that they're in there, I don't really have to worry about them. And it's stuffed really well, I think. I wasn't sure if I overstuffed it or not, but yeah, this is cute. I'm so proud of myself actually making this, because there were so many of these hexagon, pentagons, and it was confusing. It wasn't confusing, but it was difficult to see where they needed to go, because obviously some are different sized ones, but the pattern really explains it very well, and I managed to join as you go. Keep this in mind if you're making one, but for the main colour, pink, I used a whole skein of that, of the Stylecraft DK. I used a whole skein of that, so I had to use different colour to make the horns, but I'm really happy I chose grey. Thanks my dad for for thinking of grey. But yeah, this is adorable. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'll make one as well, and maybe this has inspired you to use some of your scraps and maybe stuff it with scraps as well, because that's awesome as well. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!